Good afternoon, welcome back to this Mare Nostrum preview build of Europa Universalis 4. We've been playing as Tyo. We started out with one crappy little province and miraculously managed to defeat Congo with a little help from our friends. We absorbed them, we absorbed their vassals, and then we absorbed our friends. It's pretty funny the way the world works out sometimes. We decided the goal will be to get to Tokyo. It's as good a goal as any. It's nice to know we're doing considerably better than we were in Nevers. For example, 41 years have passed and we got, well, we started with 6 development, we're at 148. During this time in the Nevers stream, we hadn't even grabbed one province, so this is going alright, isn't it? I'm just going to unpause and let time fly by because I can't quite remember where we were at. I'm sure it'll all come back to me. Won't be too long before we start thinking about our first idea, and I'm going to leave it up to chat to decide that, but not just yet. We'll wait till we actually unlock the idea. I want to finish uniting this area. Thankfully, Kalundwe is doing a bang-up job of getting those cores and those claims in for me. I should probably remind him that I want everything, so maybe he shall fabricate claims accordingly. I also need to keep up in that military, but I don't really have the money to waste on this guy. It's a foolish thing to think, because whenever you can trade money for monarch power, you should do it. Jake, naval ideas. Okay, anything but that, I guess. I'm not going with naval ideas as little tribal Tyo. Even if I did build up a decent navy, it would get destroyed by people superior to myself. So, this is good. Wait, did they just finish up? No, I'm imagining things. Maravi are now at war with Kilwa, which is good news for me because it gives me a clear-cut idea of who to put my money on. When it comes down to it, Kilwa have these, well, had the superior military tech. Seems they're not able to leverage that so much. So who's actually fighting who here? Kilwan conquest of Zimbabwe. They are attacking Mutapa, who was allied with Maravi. But still, this will give me a good idea of who is superior between the two, because then I can ally up with them. Espionage, obviously, Jake. The thing is, I will probably have to make a bridge here. Probably. So I might have to go exploration just once to grab a colonist to bridge this gap and be able to go along here. Just one would be fine. 600 dip down the drain, sure, but needs must. Our aggressive expansion has been pretty high since we have been on a rampage. Nothing wrong with that though. Should name this as a desired province though. Now, our corruption has been growing, but we've been able to keep it in check, mostly through paying it down. Speaking of paying it down, there's no need to have our army actually funded here, so let's get you all the way down. Due to having no corruption and gaining no corruption, we are eligible for good events, so thank you kindly for the free monarch power. Now, as I said, this is not an Iron Man game. I think it's the only proper campaign I've streamed that has not been on Iron Man, but that does mean we can jump around, tag switch, and show off things if you want to see them. So if you do, you should just let me know. You're allied with Luba. I should destroy you, but we have a truce for the next couple of years. Those guys over in Bunyoro quite like us. I think we can be friends, but only after I build up a spy network here to destroy you. Because I also want Luba cut out of the picture. I'm not too concerned with the aggressive expansion I gain here because Maravi doesn't care and Kilwa absolutely doesn't care. They're a whole different religion to us as well. I think we'll stick true to the fetishist ways, which would make religious a good pick. But on the other hand, we have tolerance of heathens, which isn't too shabby. Even if we grabbed heathen land, it wouldn't be any added revolt risk from it so long as our legitimacy was high enough. Jake, why 600 monarch points? Are ideas tied to tech now? Wait, what? Did I say 600 instead of 400? No, ideas still cost 400 a pop. Possible I just slipped that. Alright, we can probably just speed for this since I am waiting for truces to go away. Kasanje, I can destroy you in 88. Shockwave, again 88. And you're allied with Kazambe, who is allied with Rwanda, but I'll take Rwanda down in my own time. Rwanda is only allied with Kasambwe. We'll get there. I'm not scared of these rebel factions, they're not going to grow up anytime soon. Kuba and Munene. Kazambwe, they rather like us, don't they? That's all we need to just throw down that claim. I just prefer this system over the old one so much more. Jake, can you please show us what Tengri Syncretic Fetishist is? No. I'm not about to tag over to a Tengri and check that out. But hey, don't worry, you only have to wait a couple of days so you can find out yourself. Some people want to check the current state of Japan, and that we can do. How are you doing there? Okay, Japan is uniting itself fairly well, although they did take over. That's annoying. Poor Ainu is gone. Okay, so yeah, this is Japan that we need to take over. Which province would be Tokyo then? Can't say I'm overly sure, but I'm sure other people much more inclined will know. The border gore in Europe is real, but Estonia and Livonia both exist. Rocking those generic national ideas like nobody's business. But it seems relatively stable in Europe. Croatia breaking free and the Ottomans busy down here. Although Karakayunlu giving them a run for their money. Isn't that sweet? And that's nice, we can use the console to jump around like that, but we're not using it to change anything in the game, or we're certainly not using it for our benefit here. Jake Mushashi. Okay. Better take over all of Japan just to be safe. Will you go Catholic? I think we should stick to being fetishist. It's pretty good. What else is pretty good is religious sacrifices, but I will need a ruler with at least 3 admin to get that, and I do not have that. Getting all those relations as high as they go. I should probably get it better with Kilwa. Actually Kilwa is getting destroyed, which tells me Maravi is the better friend to have here. I shall keep that one in mind. These Sunni provinces are going to be particularly difficult to convert, since, well, you don't get many bonuses as a pagan to conversion. You get the base 2 that everybody gets. Not much more than that, though. Let's gear up and get ready to take down Kasanje with their abominable allies, the Kazembe. Now, Kazembe is less than 50% to completely eradicate, so I shall probably hand them over to Kalundwe. Well, I'm tempted. Like, annexing you doesn't cost all that much. Maybe I'll make you core it for me. And in that case, maybe I should take down Luba first. Yeah, I think that's decided. I'll take down Luba. And Chokwe first. Luba's a lovely province to have, that inland centre of trade. So come October, they're both gonna go, and we will absorb all this region. Do the Congolese nations get Catholic events? Question mark at DDR Jake. Do you mean the same Catholic events that Congo gets? No, I think those are Congo specific. Goodbye, truce. And hello, dead nation. Well, which of these is more expensive? It doesn't really matter. You will be mine. I'm glad we managed to get our manpower back though, because we were in a rough situation with that. And we managed to cap out on military points. What a state of affairs. I can get that Tech 6 right now. No point going to better unit types, but it's good to get it here because it means we will utterly crush our enemies. And we even turned off our military focus, so yeah, we are doing fairly good here. And just tell my vassal he can do whatever he wants, and I'll do whatever I want. Okay, Chokwe actually got some condottieri from Kasanje. So about condottieri, they're in the game if you have Mare Nostrum, but the AI won't use it very much normally. As in, if you play in normal mode, you're not likely to see them attacking you that much. Because, it's funny, the AI ended up being too good at it. So, what happened in the end? Okay, well what's happening is you're gonna die. Get out of my face. My quality ivory will put you in your place. Pop. He has... Wait, where's my friend? He's got 3,000. I'll drop off an extra one to ensure that that goes well. The AI was too good with it, but I really liked it still, so we decided to put the AI is more aggressive with Condottieri on hard mode than they are in normal. That's what I think of your Condottieri. Good fight, good night. Jake, what happened with the Flemish Centre of Trade? Can't see it on their dev map mode too. The Flemish Centre of Trade. Let's have a quick look. Whoa, okay. This changed up pretty quickly. You mean the Centre of Trade that is over in Antwerpen? I can't for the life of me remember where the specific centres of trade were. Wasn't Champagne? Yeah, it still is. The borders have been slightly changed here, but it's mostly just being moved around. Also, is that Scotland murdering England? Good to see it. Let's get back home. Hold on a sec, I need to close my timer here. I was messing with my hotkeys. There we go. Let's do this. So that's what Cassandre gets for hiring out Condottieri against me. They get their army wiped. Jake, be sure to take Malem. It is your mission. Okay, I'll also take some new units. I'm using South African, but I get new cavalry, right? Always go aggressive when it comes to cavalry. Yeah, Malem is my mission, and I will be taking it. Don't have to worry about that. What I also want to take is my heir to take to the battlefield. 220 is not fitting for our glorious nation. 224 is alright-ish, at least. Okay, good job, but I don't want this. Well, I do want it, but I want it after you've had it. So that's a case of goodbye, Luba. I'll be having your money as well. And goodbye, other insignificant nation. Damn right it costs me nothing. So, Cassandre, what was all that about hiring out Condottieri against me? Sounded like the actions of a man who's desperate to die. Okay, I'm not going to make the same mistake I made before. See these two provinces, and this one as well. I'm going to keep them as territories because the whole area includes 3 wastelands that I'm not likely to take. It's the same mistake I would have made with Ndongo if I were to do that. I should not have made this a state. I ended up wasting admin, making it a full core. I've got to keep a closer eye on my states from now on. So we're going to kill you and then move over to Kasambe. But really, you're on Tech 5, I'm on Tech 6 with extra tactics. I don't need more than like 4,000, maybe 5 to clear you out. Oh well, I'll do it and then just round on Kasambe. Don't want to declare war directly on Kasambe because they have Rwanda on their side, and I'm going to deal with Rwanda in my own special way. Did you ever make that claim there? No, you did not. Then again, getting Rwanda in here and now... No, they're too expensive. They are much too expensive, and I wouldn't be able to take any provinces there. Troubling, but what are you going to do? But... Okay, I'm organising thoughts in my head here, but the main thing here is that Kasambe is not too expensive to take. We're just going to declare war. Kill and keep moving. I just hope Rwanda doesn't decide to throw out any Condottieri against me. Jake, when are you annexing that ugly big blue vassal? Man, that's harsh. Just because it's not Kuba or Luba, do you think you can say whatever you want? Damn, it's good to be the best. Just want to make sure I'm not going to jump into any nasty surprises. And I'm going to take care of you. My vassal's a brilliant general there with 5 shock. That's what I like to see. I think I'll give any of your claims over here. I'll probably just give it all to you. I don't want to be dealing with revolts around here when I've finally managed to deal with all of them internally anyway. Nothing to it. Nobility. They are doing pretty good for me. And I do want to bring down their influence a touch. Minus 10% tax, so that's pretty harsh. They can enjoy their modest stuff. Nice thing is that the estates now tick up, so don't have to worry too much about it. I should make all of this vital interest, because what I really want is for my subject here to make some claims on these provinces. If he doesn't, I'll just annex him, and I'll get them eventually anyway. I'm wondering if I want to take it all. Or do I want to give it all to him? Well, he can spend his admin. I've got precious technological advances to be doing here. Making peace has gotten so much simpler over the days. Over the years, really. Remember when you had to do all that dancing around just so you could comfortably get the full annex? I don't miss those days. And goodbye, Malam. You were a, Oh, I'll be taking back the money you made from renting out your condottieri as well. Thank you kindly. Get my manpower back, get that all cored up. And everything goes swimmingly. And yeah, you are getting inside me. Nice and swiftly. So how are you doing on the coring process? Can I check your states and territories? You've made all this into a state. This is just a territory for you. Or is it? Oh yeah, he probably won't make that. Well, he might. I'm not sure. We'll see what he does. So, vassal of mine, how about making some claims over there? If not, I'll do it. Jake, I think you could be getting your colonist from expansion. Not a big fan of expansion, but needs do must. Because I might need to get one colonist for expansion and get over there. Alternatively, I could no CB it, or maybe... No, we don't share any trade power here for a trade conflict, do we? Also, oh, here's a little change. You can't take land if you declare a trade conflict. And no CB is the best CB. It's difficult to argue with that. And take you, for example, Malindi. You're only allied with Pate. You could be a useful little tool. So good Bunyoro. But I am so advanced compared to these guys. Especially when I get the next military technology. Is there anywhere even worth building temples or marketplaces, I wonder? Tax is just so low around here. There's one thing that might be worth building. It would be... no, not barracks, although they have their place. I would quite like some workshops on the go, but admin tech 6. That's a wee bit away. The development in general is just so low here, and I'm not about to be the one to bring the Industrial Revolution to our place. So, what was the development between you two? Not really sure I'm seeing much of a difference here, but Kiowa have hit Tech 7, which is pretty important. Maybe I should bring down Maravi, because they do have all that delicious gold. Oof, bribes are going more accepted. What's the difference between an honest man and a fool? The fool doesn't know he is being swindled. Apparently corruption is on the up, but I am quite happy to root it out with my money. It's very expensive to do so, and I could not do anything. It wouldn't have any real harm there, it just would have its effects, but I am happy to spend my money to get rid of it. Spy network construction, all power costs, and minimum autonomy. No, I'd happily just get rid of that corruption. Well, maybe keep my spending at no more than 50. Ah yes, the main thing I was looking for here were trade goods. All that ivory is worth a lot of money, and the gold as well, but not quite as much, because the gold income is scaled with your tech. Also, it took me a while to realize, but these crosses mean potential gold, potential ivory, potential grain, potential cloth? None. Potential slaves? Oh yeah. That's speaking my language. So my little vassal is not giving me any claims that I'm looking for. Bit of a shame. But I'll improve my relations over there so nobody is quite so keen to start the whole coalition train against me. In fact, might as well use my diplomats here, there, and everywhere. Jake, will you go for espionage ideas to show off the changes? That is tempting. But we'll see what people say. When we get to our first idea group, I'll do a stock take with chat. Shit, okay, our heir needs to take to the battlefield and preferably die. Anyway, what is this shit even doing for me? Well, it's not costing me much money, at least. Time to integrate the vassal, Jake. We're working on it, and we're halfway there. Should be done in February. Could be done a little faster if I had a increased diplomatic reputation guy, but we get increased dip rep from being fetishist, which is quite nice. Jake, grab the colonist for the bridge. It's the efficient thing to do. Don't want to. But I do want to gain mercantilism. There's no mercantilism like morecantilism. And I trust you've cored all this up nicely. I hope you have, because I'm about to integrate you. I missed that theologian, but... Okay, what do I make more on? Tax or production? Considerably more on taxes, so welcome, treasurer. So, about you. You've actually cored everything fully, which I'm quite happy about. Because when you integrate someone, you get full cores on their full cores, and territorial cores on their territorial cores. Okay, so it seems that in round 2, Kiowa is having a much better job against Maravi. Probably due to Maravi having insufficient military technology, I think. Looks like a bit of a death field for them. No, they actually got 7. Who is going to win between them, I wonder? Jake, will it spend your available states? No, but I can choose to make them into states, and I likely will, because it'll be good land with low autonomy. Well, maybe good land is pushing it a bit. But I am quite limited on the number of states I'll have. I will likely have to revoke Ndongo. Oh, jink, that treasurer didn't last long at all, did he? It's like the game is telling me, no, take the production. Alright, they're very nearly inside me, and that's when I'm going on the offensive. Again, Moravia is bringing it back. Who's going to win here? Okay, Moravia is the one that is attacking, and Kiowa is not coming out too well from all that. Would be nice if they spat out a little state that I could jump on. And there we go, that is the end of my vassal. I wonder if there's anything I can do to them just before I integrate them. Like throw a relative of mine onto the throne. There we go, more points because we kept that corruption out. It was expensive. It is always expensive to root out corruption. Okay, that's lovely. Now we've got a whole bunch of land, and I get to choose whether I want them to be states or territories, and it's done by areas here. So I need to decide which areas are going to be particularly good for me. Luba, for example, has that centre of trade, which is really nice. But these are 4 nice provinces as well. Don't think I want to make these ones. But I will have this as a state. I will have this as a state. And I think I'll have this as a state anyway. And there we go, the autonomy will be ticking down. And I've got a sweet army as well. Time to, I should have done this ahead of time, build up the spy networks in Rwanda and Nkoma. I wonder if the way I pronounce these is incredibly racist. Cuba, however, I can make you into a full core instantly. It's not a lot of money we make in Congo, but it's a decent amount. Especially as we milk this one dry. Shakespeare States and Territories map mode. Yes, here it is. Everything in dark green is a state of mine. The light green is my capital territory, which is my capital state rather, which is always a state. And yellow is territory. Again, capping on that mill. Getting good at this. But I'm dangerously close to having unbalanced technology here, which is going to give me corruption. I don't want to do that. So I should call Canny on the military. Would make a military idea pretty good to start with, but that's troublesome. Could develop in military, but that's also, yeah, troublesome to say the least. Okay, clergy, where are we going to put you? I'm not all that sure. Do I have any provinces that are particularly good on base tax around here? Who am I kidding? Provinces that are good at X. I'll just throw them into the backwater provinces that I don't really care about. How much do they want? Yeah, that should do them. As for the nobility, again, I'll just throw you up here. This ain't a bad one for it. Create a proper fleet, I assure you that's not happening anytime soon. So good, I need to put Rwanda in their place, and thankfully for me they don't have many friends. But tell me about yourself. You just have one little province there in Nkoma. But Rwanda have lots of things. I think Rwanda can be my friend. My special friend. Buzina, huh? This is difficult, because part of me wants to vassalize stuff over there, and part of me wants to conquer. I guess vassalizing is just conquering. Threaten war on Rwanda, they say. That's not a bad idea, but it's not the best. Because I want to go in there and take over lots and fast. Okay, I can't threaten war because I wouldn't be able to core this land. Strangely enough, there were 3 provinces I could fabricate on. Ah, this is also part of the lake, so I